Word that Broadcom is planning, by the way, an unsolicited takeover bid for rival chipmaker Qualcomm. That's according to a report in the Wall Street Journal. Both stocks did end the day in the green. Broadcom stock ending the day more than 5% higher, and Qualcomm closing up over 12%. Let's bring in Gary B. Smith, president of Kadina Group and Fox Business contributor. Gary, you know, it's so interesting to hear the president, Obama anyway, talk about, oh, well, how's he going to do it? Because he just did it. Broadcom is going to relocate to Delaware once this move is approved. $20 billion in annual revenue. I mean, should we give the Republicans credit?
Absolutely. Look, you know, Obama mentioned what he called the magic wand, as if it couldn't happen. The magic wand is actually simple, Cheryl. You know what it is. It's the same for individuals as it is for corporations. Allow them to become richer. Allow them to keep more of their own money. I think you're going to see a groundswell of companies taking money from overseas, relocating here because the business environment is better. They will allow to become more profitable, expand, competitive, et cetera, et cetera. My gosh, I hope we get the corporate rates lowered. I hope that goes through, because that could really add some jet fuel to this economy. You know, it's interesting because the CEO of Boeing telling our own Maria Bartiromo in an exclusive interview, which airs in full tonight on Wall Street Week, that, you know, cutting the corporate tax is going to create jobs. Listen to what he said.
Tax reform is the single most important thing we can do to generate jobs growth in the U.S., the single most important thing we can do to energize economic growth. I know things like a 20% corporate tax rate will allow us to be more competitive in the global marketplace. That's what our competitors enjoy today around the world. And when we're more competitive, we win in the marketplace, and that allows us to invest and grow for the future. That translates into jobs.
Okay, there you go. But how much will the tax cuts actually help businesses, Gary?
Well, I think it's going to help a great deal. You know, Cheryl, the argument that the Democrats will have, well, they say, well, there's no proven link between cutting corporate rates and adding jobs. They're missing the point. As corporations get richer, it benefits everyone. Let's just say the corporate rate, Apple would pay less than they do now, and they retain every single dollar of those earnings. The money just doesn't sit in a vault. It either goes back to their shareholders, it's used for expansion, it's used to fend off competitors. And look at this. Are we as a country better off because companies like Apple, companies like Boeing, companies like FedEx are much richer than they were 30 years ago, as opposed to the government, which is twice the size? What would you rather have, a more profitable Microsoft or a bigger federal government? I think the answer for everyone out there is you'd like to have more successful business because it enriches everyone's lives, right, even apart from the jobs they create.
And you get better returns on shares of Microsoft than the government.
Exactly.
Sorry.
That's for sure.
All right, Gary, thank you very much. Appreciate your time.